So the final closet structure is done. It is super sturdy. I'm very happy with it. I did cheap out in one spot where this is where the drywall is going to end on the inside. So I kind of said, like, do I need 2 more 2x4s the full length? I just put some stringers in and that's going to brace everything up nice. It's inside the closet. It's going to be fine. But I did make the top really heavy duty so I can put a piece of plywood up there, and it's going to be a really nice storage or decoration area. And I mean, you could slide probably like 8 totes on this thing and have awesome storage up there. Been debating using that for a light. It would get in the way if I did use that for storage like that, so maybe I'll just patch that hole in the ceiling. But regardless, the next step is going to be to do some wiring. I'm going to put an outlet in this closet and on this outside wall, now that there won't be any because these two are going to end up in the closet. It's going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to fish a wire up from this outlet into the top ceiling part of the closet. I'm going to have a light in each, and then I'm going to drop that wire down and put those 2 outlets in there. We're chipping away at this closet project, and the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and knock out that electrical. And real simple, I'm going to hop from this outlet to this outlet, and then up to that light, over to the other light, and then down the wall to that circuit where we're going to grab some electricities.
Just gonna grab it?
Just going to grab it. Yeah, let's get to work. start doing the drywall work, which I was not looking forward to because I've never done it before. So I watched a couple videos and I think I got a good grasp of how to tackle it. I guess you start with the ceiling first, work your way down, and the drywall work itself isn't intimidating. It's just all the taping and mudding and all that stuff. But it looks pretty easy, and it's more like you get good by doing it. So not out to make it perfect, just out to make it nice. Luckily on the face, there's really only gonna be one joint. Maybe, you know, one or two small ones here, but floor to ceiling, one manufactured joint. So that should be super easy. Inside the closet is where all the corners are. So that's all the trickier spots. And luckily if I mess them up, they'll be hiding in a closet. So I figure I'm gonna measure up here. I've got all the drywall downstairs, and we have the worst staircase ever for bringing big things upstairs. So I'll measure and go downstairs and cut and then bring it up in chunks as I need it. have one closet. Not my best drywall work, but again, I am a complete amateur when it comes to this. So we'll have to see how terrible I did after it's all joint taped and compounded and all that good stuff. But, hey, look, I'm happy. There's a window in here. It's its own room. I can't walk through the walls anymore. Who put this wall here? I was so tired last night when I stopped working that I actually just realized that this one's fully enclosed too. So we have two fully enclosed closets. Anyway, all I have to do now is the outside of the wall. So, pretty easy. We'll do one big 4x8 sheet. The reason I had cut this one in half is because it's just such a tight space, but also because our stairway is horrible. It's narrow, and you walk up and you have to do a U-turn in like a tight space. So there's absolutely no way a 4x8 sheet of drywall will go up that space. So I'll probably do it on this side too, just cut it down the middle, and there'll be one joint in the middle, no big deal. I actually might be able to pull off two horizontal sheets, and that actually might be the way to go. But I also want to try, I heard that you're not really supposed to do joints above the corners of like doors and stuff, because that's where you get cracks. So I'm going to try and at least put a little chunk of drywall around the corner. But then all it needs is a little plywood topper for some strength so you can put stuff up there. And then comes the really messy work. Last piece of drywall going up. Drywall's done. It's not perfect. I think I did very well though. Obviously there's some corners that got kind of broken up. I don't know how you do a corner with a screw and not break it. Some of them did, some of them didn't. I just kind of tried to stay like away from them as much as I could, and that seemed to help. But when you get too close to the corners, they kind of just crumble. But I'm sure I'll be able to fix a lot with that with a joint compound and tape. So that's going to be the next step, is taping the joints. There's only 1, 2, 3 on the front. Then obviously got all the corners and the insides. Cover the screws, and this thing will be looking ready for paint.